I don't know if it's gonna let me go sideways. There we go. Does that work? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. It says it's locked. All right, we're just gonna stay like this. Not that I wanted to stay like this, but I was hoping to go horizontal, but we're vertical. We are vertical. It's a little chilly out here, guys. I'm hanging out with Blaze. He just recently got a haircut, and we put his coat on because he's a little chilly. He gets a little cold out here. But thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and welcome to, this is our 6th live stream. I can't believe it. 6 live streams, 6 weeks. I've been consistent on the platform. Finally, it's a long time coming. Cheers. Hello, Twisted Skeptic. It's so nice to see you again. Welcome back. It's been a really gloomy week here in Kansas City. Unfortunately, the sun has only came out a couple times, so we have to kind of get it when it comes. You know, it peaks out once in a while. We have to go outside and try to suck up the sunshine the best we can. Hello, creator. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, he's so calm right now. I think it's because I did have a treat up here because I was like, I figured he'd want one. So, but this is his coat. I have his new shirt on under his coat, actually. But yeah, he had a rough night the other night, actually. It stormed, and when he's up by himself, he unfortunately gets his anxiety levels are like through the roof. I mean, we're talking, he wakes us up, he's panting and going nuts, and I mean, you can't help but wake up and try to comfort him, but unfortunately, it doesn't help as much as we would hope sometimes. But he eventually calms down when the storm's over. So yeah, not looking forward to all the storms. It's kind of that season right now. We're going into it, and it's kind of what we're dealing with this weekend. It's supposed to be really bad. So, but yeah, I have my coffee. I'm prepared for a little bit to hang out. I'm not going to be here too long, but I figure we'll stay consistent, maybe a half hour, see what happens. It's just, even without the sunshine, it's still, you can hear the birds. This is life, guys. This is life. But thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate it. It's been a good week. It's been super busy. I'm hoping to have my sale or house for sale here in the next couple days. Do you want to get down for a little bit, buddy? Here, come here. But I was over there cleaning today. I realized I got a bunch of stuff I didn't need. I'll have to take it back, basically. And but I got to go back tomorrow. So it's like my second home until this house sells. So you do want back up here? All right. Okay. He is the lap dog. If you ever need a lap dog, here you go. Yeah, it's so peaceful here. I mean, we're in the Northland in Kansas City. I mean, I can't complain, honestly. I'm just not, I really would like warmer weather. I don't like I wish I was wearing t-shirt, shorts right now, because I feel like I'd be a lot more comfortable, but it's not bad. I really can't complain. Nice, David. Nice to meet you, and thank you for stopping by the channel. This is our 6th live stream, guys, and we do plan on doing this every Thursday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And I've been able to commit to that. Oh, you want another one? Here, let me get you another one. It's just a good time for me. It kind of works out. This guy, rough life. But yeah, it's been a super chill week. I mean, honestly, I can't complain. I was stressed out last week. I think I wanted to quit. I always want to like put my 2 weeks notice in, and then I changed my mind, you know. But something happens. Like I get like something, a gift or something. Somebody's nice or does something for me at work. I'm like, well, it's not that bad, right? And a guy quit today, and I was surprised. I'm like, he was just one of our blunt rollers. He rolls blunts, and I guess he got a job doing some labor somewhere on a house, and he's going to get paid more, but I'm sure it's going to be a little bit harder work. I mean, he was just rolling joints, I mean, who would have thought you can get paid to roll joints right now? Like in the United States, that's just, when I was growing up, I wouldn't have ever thought I could get paid to do that, but I don't work at a dispensary. I work at a manufacturing facility. We manufacture different types of cannabis products, gummies. We do the pills. We do taffy. We have these little shots, these drinks. It's fun. It's all kinds of stuff. We do have pre-rolls. We have blunts, but yeah, we have a whole we have a whole rolling team. That's all they do is just roll joints. So, like for example, we just got, I think it was 10 pounds of weed delivered yesterday. So, Wisconsin, yeah, I haven't. Is it still legal there? Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I see. I'm not up to date with all of the states that are medical and rec right now, because once we went recreational, I kind of just didn't keep track at that point. Kind of like I felt like everybody was going at that point. But I think Kansas may change their law and finally allow people to do it. It really hasn't been a big deal to me my whole life. It's never been a big deal. So anyway, this guy, you ready to get down yet? He's just hanging. Lap it. Ready? But yeah, tomorrow's Friday. What we're gonna do tomorrow is get prepared for Monday, because Monday we'll have a St. Louis route. We usually do about 3 St. Louis routes a week, up to 3. Sometimes there could be more, but our drivers are just like sick of going across the state. Like they drive all over the state. I totally feel for them, because I mean, we let them spend the night. Like for example, if they go down to the Boot Hill, that's an overnighter, so they stay the night there. Yeah, well, it's funny you say that, because our borders have really busy dispensaries. Like the dispensaries over in Rockport, Eagleville. There's a dispensary in, where is it, Pineville, down south. Those places. Now in the Boot Hill, there's some that are on the very edge. And those are some of the busiest dispensaries. All those out-of-state people come in there. But yeah, they do so much work, guys. So much business, not work. But the bud tenders are doing work. I have to say, one of our dispensaries just went, they just went deli style. So deli style, what that is it allows people to actually look at every strain. That's how I think it should have been in the first place. But you can look at it, you can smell it, you can kind of actually see what you're buying. Hey, if is one, nice to meet you. And thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. This is our 6th live stream. We are going to be live streaming every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Maybe I'll do more in the future, but we're at least going to do one a week. One a week. Oh, now you want up here again? Up here? But yeah, I haven't worked in a dispensary myself. I've only been working in manufacturing for about 3 years now. So I started as just a little lowly nobody. I left the corporate world about 3 years ago. I worked for Citibank as an analyst for 20 years, or different various positions through the bank there. And I finally, looks like somebody's here. The revenue it brings in, we're talking, I mean, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but it is growing. But I've studied cannabis throughout the entire country, and I've definitely read a lot of articles that it's a race to the bottom, because the big fish are going to eat up the smaller fish. Basically, that's what's already happening. Good Day Farm, they own, I think, over 40 to 50 dispensaries. I think they just bought more. So, but we're talking millions. I mean, the stuff flies off the shelves. People are buying so much. I personally don't. I can't afford to buy that much, but hey, I lean libertarian as well, more conservative. Uh-oh. I wonder why that message was retracted. It's okay. I lean libertarian as well, so it's no problem. I understand. Um, I have a conservative background, but as I've grown up, I've definitely became. I don't even know what I am. I'm kind of my own. I'm my own thing at this point. Let's just be honest. Kind of, we're into something else at this point. I can't follow along with all this stuff that's been happening. I can't support it. It's just bad. It's bad out there, guys. Yes, exactly. I totally agree with that. I don't consider cannabis harmful. I know it can be. Um, it can certainly be harmful if you let it. Like anything, you can become too dependent on it. Um, I used to drink. I was. I didn't even know I was really dependent on it until I stopped, and I was like, wow, I don't even need that anymore. So, do no harm, take no. Yeah, exactly, creators. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know. I've went through stages. Like right now, I'm actually smoking more flower than I normally do. I've just been enjoying, like, Local came out with a couple new strains and they're really good. They have one of them has high myrcene, the other one's like it's a GMO cross, so it's exactly what I like. So, oh, okay. I didn't even know P Norton 75. I did not even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could retract. I know you can edit it, but what I also haven't figured out, guys, is I don't think when I do a live stream from my phone, I can enable the chat to be viewed afterwards. So if I don't, I try to interact with everyone and subscribe to their channels if I, to support them, even if you're not making content, because you never know in the future you may want to make content. So I try to support anybody that comes by the channel. So if I don't, I'm sorry. I'll try to remember your names and go back after the live stream, but I won't be able to see the chat after, if that makes sense. It's really weird. When you're setting it up on your PC, you can make it so that the live chat is viewable after the live stream is over. But for some reason on mobile, at least on my device, it's very limited. So, yeah, nice to meet you and have a good night, David. I really appreciate you stopping by the stream. It's just, again, we have daylight right now and it's 7:15. So very, very lucky. The winter is over, I think, officially. So, it's interesting you said that because, yeah, I'm concerned with medical pain medications as well. I personally don't take any, like, ever. I feel bad when I take ibuprofen, anything like that, just because we know it's the damage it does do to us inside of our bodies, like internally. It's not exactly good to moderation, obviously, with everything, but I try to just eliminate everything. And then when it comes to like processed foods, for example, I think I saw some statistic. If you're eating only 10% of your diet is processed foods, your chances of cancer still go up significantly. Only if you're minimally eating them. So I mean, to remove that completely from your diet is really difficult, obviously. But yeah, the pain medications, I'm against all that. I don't think people need that stuff. I understand. I mean, if it's severe pain, but hopefully we can research more safe medications for people. Honestly, especially with the fentanyl that's going around, that's incredible. I've seen streams of cities, people going into cities, and there's people just hunched over, and it's like a wasteland of drug problem. And it has, cannabis. Obviously, I've never seen anything like that I've seen people like lose motivation from doing too much cannabis and getting kind of burnt out and it's not good on your lungs. So I do recommend to get a dry herb vaporizer if you can. I'm actually going to be buying one soon. So if you can dry herb vaporize, it's gonna help. It's gonna help cut back the combustion. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but less combustion is gonna help less cancer risk, right? So So I want to get a dry herb vape. I haven't decided which one I want, but I did bring a couple bad things. So if you're on here, I'm going to show you one of my favorite candies. It's bad, guys. This is an example of really bad stuff that I should not be eating. But I saw these today and they were on sale. They're wonderful. If you've never tried these, I can't recommend them because they're horrible for you, but in moderation, friends. I just pure sugar, guys. Horrible stuff. I have other baked goods over here. I brought snacks just in case. I brought this out here because I wanted to talk about it. My dad, bless his soul, he used to hunt. He was an avid hunter, and he never used a gun. He always was like about bow season. He was just always about like the skill of it, you know, and that's really interesting to me. I respect him for that. I'm not into hunting personally, but he would always, like, we had these all over our house. Like, this is a real deer horn from a real deer. Like, it's not a prop. But it's just so cool, like going through the old stuff that I still have so much to go through. I haven't I haven't even really began to unravel what I have in those boxes. I don't know, guys. Who knows what I'm gonna find? I'll definitely share it if it's interesting. But anyway, guys, we're almost to 20. Yeah, we're about 20 minutes. We'll stay on for a little bit longer. We're losing sunlight, but overall, a good day. Blaze is calm. I'll go ahead and take this thing off. He's probably nice and warm now, so we can show you his new shirt. It's super cute. It says "Chicks Dig Me," and we went shopping at the pet store, and he got this shirt, and it's I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. But it's super cute. It's got one of those like little candy peeps on it, and I had to get it. The small one was actually too big. The extra small one it's just perfect. So I'm like, and they only had one, so I'm like, I gotta get this. But yeah, I really thought it was gonna rain, so I'm like, well, I don't know if I can do this outside. And I looked at the forecast, no rain, so we're good. So I guess I could talk about what I'm doing also on the channel. I created this challenge for myself called the Dante Method, and what it is, it allows me to hold myself accountable for being consistent on the platform. It also helps me practice speaking. Yorkie and Maltipop. Oh, that's so cute. I don't know if I've been on your channel. Do you have your? You should make a video with your pets or shorts. I know some people don't like to make content for privacy reasons, so I feel like I'm kind of like peer pressuring people when I tell them to make content. I'm always like, go make a video, get out there and make one. But no, I'm trying to do 30 long form videos in a row to feed the algorithm kind of so it can see kind of who I am as a person when I try to just talk about things that interest me and share my life journey. And I haven't niched down yet. It's hard for me to niche down when there's just so many things to talk about. But thank you all for watching the stream. I really appreciate every like, every view, and I hope to continue to be consistent on the platform. I want to call the Thursday night streams, I was going to call them something. I think it needs like a name. And my girlfriend was like, well, how about The World According to Werline? Or I think it was something like that. And I was like, that sounds pretty good, actually. I kind of like that. Because I think I have unique perspectives, and they're not harmful. I mean, a lot of people are like, oof. But I don't think what I believe is harmful. I really have passion around the systems that are set up in our society to, I don't want to say this, I'm trying to say this as lightly as possible, but to enslave us financially from birth to grave. I really would like the option to get out of Social Security, for example. I think the benefits need to continue for Social Security recipients, but if I think about all the money that I've put in, and I think about everybody that I've been around me, that's been around me in my life, for example, my parents, they're gone. They're never going to see those Social Security benefits. So, I mean, how do we know that we're even going to last that long, guys? I feel confident I can manage my money. So, I don't know. I just feel like the government, I can do a better job than the government. No, I'm talking about the money that's stolen from your paycheck every time you get paid. There's not any way to opt out of that, actually. That's, I don't know, maybe you're talking about something else, but yeah, there's certain systems that you're not going to be actually free, right? You're free. You can run around, you can get a job, you can spend money as you wish, but there's just, you can only do so much, right? Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody's got like a journey, everybody's got a story, and I think if we can get out of that mindset of the system that we've all been subjected to this system one way or the other. It really doesn't even matter what country you live in. I guess you could be in another country altogether. You're still subjected to something. He's starting to shake. I think he's getting cold. Do you want to go in, buddy? No, he wants another treat. He just wants another treat. That's all he wants. But no, the Social Security benefits, if I could, oh yeah, well, yeah, I invest. I'm a big investor, P. Norton 75. I wish I would have started investing earlier in my life, but that is the hack to life. You have to stop spending and you have to start saving, start investing. That's, a lot of people can't do that, and it's hard. It's really hard, especially with the prices of the homes, the rent. It's tough right now for people. Yeah, he's shaking. He's shaking, Bacon. Blaze went inside, and I think I'm gonna probably wrap this up soon, guys. I wish it was nicer out here. We have all year. We're gonna be doing plenty of lives, so I'm gonna be around. But thank you so much. But if I had any advice to my younger self, I would have said, do not buy that. Do not buy those. Oh, don't buy that stuff. Like, I've just bought so many things that it's like, why? It's crazy. But yeah, I've just learned to kind of live too with knowing how everything is. It is difficult sometimes because you kind of have to just, it's that small talk when you're at work, for example, when you're around people that, I don't know, you just have to watch it all go down. It's kind of cool because we're able to watch it from this perspective, because I I was researching some buildings that were built in the 1200s, guys. 1296, if you can believe that. And I'm like, I'm thinking of these workers building these gigantic, massive buildings in the 1300s. Like, and now look at us. This is probably a better time to be alive, right? I think it is. So those are the kind of thoughts that help me when I start feeling a little down or I'm depressed. I mean, trust, it's just so much bad stuff out there. It helps. Everything that I've learned that's been negative has been turned into an educational moment for me. And then it doesn't affect me as much going forward. Like when people are really upset with Trump, and I've gotten to the point I just can't even talk about politics anymore because I just don't support either side. I'm just a witness. I'm a witness to all this. So I don't know. I feel like Democrats are kind of like Republicans, actually. They're kind of, I don't know. To me, it's like there's not even a left and right. It's just all the same because it's all going back to the Federal Reserve and the central banks. And yeah, study. You guys should study Eustace Mullins. I know he gets a lot of bad, rap, a lot of bad rap. They call it, he's just, anytime you say anything that kind of is like pointing out things, then it's gonna look bad, right? They're gonna be like, well, can't really say that, right? Or Trump is still, he still supports Israel. He still supports the Federal Reserve banks. There's been rumors that he was not going to tax. He's going to try to push something through with everybody that says, let's not tax these poor people. And I would agree. Please just don't tax us anymore. We don't need any more taxes. Like, I don't know. I just feel like what's going to happen. That's one of the things that keeps me going, though. It keeps my drive alive, is because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, what's going to happen? I'm excited. It's exciting. Like, it's an exciting time to be alive, but it's also a depressing time to be alive, right? So it's like a balance, and I'm like right here in the middle, looking at each side, like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people forget about Social Security. I don't want to abolish it. I don't think we need to get rid of it. I think we just need to restructure it so the young people can have more power with where the money's going or what it's being. Because sadly, I don't even know anyone that's on Social Security. My family is all, well, I guess my aunt might be, I think, but they're getting other benefits. So I haven't asked the Social Security recipient if it's really even enough to live on. I don't know if it is, but yeah, I want to help people. I definitely, I want to help more. I want to help people more than they're being helped now. That's for sure. So it's going to be an interesting, I would say right now, invest if you have extra money. I was talking about that today in the video that I made. It's going to post tomorrow. I have a video going up tomorrow at noon. And I talk about that. It's a good time. It's an opportunity. The market was down. I think my portfolio went down like 3% today. Or it was 1 to 3, somewhere in there. And I'm like, when I see that, I've just trained myself to go like this, like, ooh, this is an opportunity. So it's going to go back up, guys. It's going back up. I mean, I know that people are like, he's going to cause a recession. It's like, well, but we've heard this before, and it just goes back up. So I mean, it's like in cycles, you know. But yeah, SPY. I mean, QQQ. I'm into a lot of different investing, different stocks, different cryptos. I'm pretty much all in on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin, once they started calling it digital gold, that was it. But yeah, we've hit our 30-minute time frame. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna wrap this up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and maybe watching a couple videos. If you don't like it, just unsubscribe. It's completely fine with me. I'm gonna keep browsing and keep piecing together these analytics, because there's just so many little data points you can look at in your analytics once you start creating content. And I've seen that it takes about 200 videos. Once it's EUSTACE. There's not really much on him, Eustace. He was the protege to Ezra Pound. Ezra Pound was a famous poet. He was actually a political prisoner. When I researched, I couldn't believe it when I uncover all this stuff. And then I realized that, okay, that's why they call people anti-Semites. They call people like all these names, right? Just because they're like, well, I mean, what are you guys doing, right? Like, what are they doing, right? So, but he was able to access the Library of Congress. Ezra Pound assigned Eustace to research the Federal Reserve banking system. He basically did a bunch of research through the Library of Congress and was able to confirm a bunch of stuff. And then when he wrote some books, and then a lot of people copied him. A lot of people, they get their content from him. And I found that out it took a while to figure that out too. But yeah, I don't like think he's the great. I don't even know the guy, but he has some good information. Not all of it. I don't even agree with all of it. He's not even right about everything. Nobody is, right? Nobody's right about everything. We're just we're doing the best we can. At least hopefully everybody's doing the best they can. But yeah, I would research him. It was so funny because the Jekyll Island got to me. It's like a movie, guys, and I think it could potentially do well, do a movie on the Federal Reserve, the secret meeting in Jekyll Island, right? So it's just weird, the lights dim, and then you got the big table, everybody's sitting around the table. I'm like, it just sounds like a Hollywood movie to me. I'm like, but it's true though. I mean, it's written in the history. I mean, so originally that's what I was talking about, and they called me a conspiracy theorist because I was talking about the Federal Reserve and I was talking about who was printing the money and stuff, and everybody's like, well, that's a conspiracy theory. It's public information. There's no conspiracies. Just look it up. Anyway, I could go on and on about that stuff, but this was a fun live stream. I had fun. Tomorrow, the sun is not going to come out again, I don't think. It's going to be gloomy. We'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it. Stay positive. Do the best you can out there. But anyway, I'm not going to quit my job. Don't quit your job. If you have a job, just hold on. Try to get a better job while you're at your job. Right now, I'm trying to level up to get something where I can start investing in, like P. Norton was talking about, having the option, like with your employer, to do like a 401k match, for example. Do that. Max it out. Please do it. If I would have done that 20 years ago, I'd be a millionaire, guys. It sucks because I know what it takes now. Like, you learn how to do it later. That's why, what's his name? All these billionaires, they didn't get all their money. They earned all their money when they got older, right? Because they figured everything out, or they were part of it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, definitely try to do some investing. I'm gonna try to maybe put together a video to share my portfolio. It's okay. I wish I had more invested, but. Oh, I missed a message. Oh, Trump's plan. He doesn't. He's relying on tariffs to do the heavy lifting, but it will put a heavy burden before it reaps any benefits. Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing this in the stock markets, but just look at it as an opportunity. And trust me, I've seen my portfolio just like everybody's like, I see the memes about it. They're like, yeah, thanks Trump, thanking him, saying thanks a lot, like it's all negative and stuff. But I really look at it as a positive if you if you make the right decisions at this moment in this history. Fast forward 2 to 3 years from now, it's not going to keep going down because they're creating robots. We're going into an artificial intelligence boom. So I'm telling you, it's going back up, all of it. So anyway, I'll end on that note. Definitely stay positive. Drink a lot of water. I don't even have my water. I'm saying that and I don't even have a water here, but take care of yourselves out there, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I have a video premiering tomorrow, episode 5 of the Dante Method. Dante is a YouTuber that posted consistently for years and years and years. And he finally, they gave him that golden ticket, guys. And I'm not even looking for that. I just wanted to do it as a test to watch the analytics, because we have all this data we can study while we're doing this, while we're making content, making videos. So very interesting. And yes, Twisted Skeptic, you will see me again soon. Next Thursday night at 7 for sure, at the latest as far as lives. But thanks again, everybody. Take care out there, and I wish you all the very best, and happy Friday. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.